Use strategic thinking to create the life you want. Most people wander through life without a map. They wake up, follow routines shaped by others' expectations, and react to what happens instead of planning for what they desire. Their lives become a collection of accidental outcomes. Jobs chosen out of necessity, relationships settled into rather than sought, dreams postponed indefinitely for later. The result is a nagging sense of unfulfillment masked by temporary comforts. But life doesn't have to be a sequence of random events. The people who achieve extraordinary lives, those who live with intention, build meaningful careers, form deep relationships, and shape legacies, aren't necessarily luckier or more talented. They are strategic. They think ahead. They analyze, adapt, and deliberately shape their environments and habits to move toward a future they've imagined. Strategic thinking is not limited to corporations or military generals. It is a personal superpower available to anyone willing to slow down, assess, and deliberately design their path forward. It is how you shift from surviving to thriving, how you break free from autopilot and actively craft the life you truly want. Chapter 1. What is strategic thinking and why does it matter? Strategic thinking is the disciplined practice of aligning your actions with your long-term vision. It's not just about setting goals, thinking several steps ahead, foreseeing obstacles, leveraging opportunities, and adjusting your approach as circumstances evolve. It differs from tactical or reactive thinking, focusing on immediate tasks or decisions. Tactics are short-term, strategy is long-term. Tactics help you win battles. Strategy helps you win the war. Without a larger vision, tactical actions may keep you busy, but not effective. You may work hard, but in the wrong direction. Consider a chess player. Each move they make is not just about capturing a single piece. It's part of a grander plan to checkmate the opponent. In life, each job you take, the relationship you invest in, the habit you adopt, or the risk you embrace should ideally connect to a larger intention. Strategic thinking makes that possible. It helps you focus on what matters most, say no to distractions, and remain resilient in the face of setbacks. When life throws you off course, a strategic mindset doesn't just panic, it recalibrates. It's this ability to pause, assess, and redirect that separates those who drift from those who rise. Chapter 2. Defining the life you want. You cannot build a strategic plan if you don't know what success looks like for you. The first and most crucial step is defining the life you want, not the life others expect from you, not what culture tells you to chase, but what resonates deeply with your values and desires. This requires self-inquiry. Who are you when no one is watching? What makes you feel alive? What kind of work excites you, even if it's hard? What environments drain or energize you? What kind of people do you want around you? And perhaps most importantly, what legacy do you want to leave behind? Don't rush this process. You are not answering with job titles or income brackets. You are trying to uncover the emotional and experiential texture of your ideal life. Do you want freedom, impact, stability, adventure, peace? These are the guiding stars that will inform your strategic plan. Once you know what matters most, you can begin to measure every opportunity and challenge against this internal compass. Without this clarity, even success can feel hollow. With it, even modest steps can feel incredibly fulfilling. Chapter 3. Understanding where you are right now. Strategic thinking doesn't leap from dreams to reality in one bound. It starts by accurately assessing your current situation. Just like a GPS needs to know your current location before plotting a route, you must understand where you stand in terms of resources, relationships, habits, and mindset. Begin by examining the different domains of your life: career, health, relationships, personal growth, financial stability, and spiritual or emotional well-being. Ask yourself where you are thriving, where you are merely surviving, and where you are stuck. The goal here is radical honesty. This is not about self-criticism. It's about data collection. Strategic thinkers deal in reality, not wishful thinking. You must identify the patterns, behaviors, and environments that have contributed to your current state, for better or worse. Once you understand what's working and what's holding you back, You can make intelligent decisions about what to double down on and what to change. Remember, there is no shame in where you are. The only shame is in staying there when you know you want more. Chapter 4. Building your long-term strategic vision. Now that you've clarified your destination and assessed your starting point, it's time to design a long-term vision that connects the two. This is where imagination meets structure. What do you want your life to look like in 5, 10, or 20 years? Visualize it in vivid detail. Think about your ideal day. Where do you wake up? What kind of work do you do? Who is with you? How do you feel? What have you created, built, or contributed to the world? What habits define you? Your strategic vision should be bold but believable. It should stretch you but still feel possible. Once your vision is clear, you begin to break it down into major milestones, achievements or transitions that signal you're moving in the right direction. For example, if your dream is to be a published author, a major milestone might be finishing your first manuscript or enrolling in a writing program. Strategic thinkers think in layers. They don't just envision the mountaintop. They study the terrain, the weather patterns, the best route, and the tools needed to get there. Vision without strategy is fantasy. Strategy without vision is wandering. Together, they create transformation. Chapter 5. Making strategic decisions every day. The power of strategic thinking is not in grand plans. It's in consistent alignment. Each day is a series of decisions. What you say yes to, what you say no to, how you spend your time, what you prioritize, and how you respond to challenges, all of these decisions shape your trajectory. You don't need to plan every minute of your life. Are you building skills that align with your future? Are you nurturing relationships that uplift or drain you? Strategic living means that every action has a reason. It means being intentional about the books you read, the projects you pursue, the conversations you have, and the energy you expend. This also includes making peace with short-term sacrifices. Strategic thinkers understand the concept of delayed gratification. They know that skipping a temporary pleasure may be necessary to achieve a permanent gain. They are not impulsive. They are purposeful. Chapter 6. Adapting, adjusting, and staying the course. No strategic plan survives contact with reality unchanged. Life is unpredictable. Circumstances shift. New opportunities appear. Old paths close. The key to sustaining a strategic life is adaptability. This doesn't mean abandoning your vision at every challenge. It means being flexible with your methods, not your purpose. Reflection is critical. Strategic thinkers build regular check-in rituals, weekly, monthly, yearly, to reassess their progress. They look at what's working, what's not, and what needs to change. And most importantly, they are resilient. They expect setbacks, but don't let setbacks define them. They understand that a strategic life is a long game, and progress isn't always linear. What matters is consistent motion in the right direction, even if it's slow. Chapter 7. The Inner Game, Mindset, Discipline, and Identity. Behind every strategic thinker is a powerful inner world. This includes not just thoughts and plans, but beliefs, identity, and discipline. You cannot think your way into the life you want. You must also become the kind of person who can live that life. Your identity shapes your habits, which shape your future. If you want to be a world-class entrepreneur, artist, teacher, or leader, you must internalize the mindset of one. Strategic thinking is not only about external planning, but about internal evolution. Discipline is saying, I will keep my promises to myself. It is choosing growth over comfort. The inner game also includes belief. Strategic thinkers believe in the possibility of change. They believe that their effort matters. They reject fatalism. They take radical responsibility for their lives, which means they never outsource their future to anyone else. Not luck, not fate, not other people's approval. Conclusion: your life is your masterpiece. Creating the life you want is not about luck. It's not about waiting for the right moment or hoping for a breakthrough. It is about strategy, clear vision, informed planning, consistent action, and resilient adaptation. This approach does not guarantee perfection, but it does offer something more powerful: ownership. You begin to feel that you are living your life on purpose. You stop drifting and start building. You start saying no to what doesn't serve you. You become the architect, not the tenant. Strategic thinking turns your life into your greatest project. And like all masterpieces, it takes time, care, revision, and faith. But when done well, it becomes a legacy, not just of what you achieved, but of how you lived. Because in the end, the most fulfilling life is not the one that just happens to you. It's the one you deliberately, courageously, and strategically create. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more insightful content, and let us know in the comments.